All in all, it's Saturday morning. I'm just about to go out on my Saturday long run. Fingers crossed this morning, but I'm taking my phone and I'm taking one gel with me. About 2.5 miles into my run, and the reason why I've got my phone with me this morning. Now I might have mentioned in the last video about the slight little tightness in my upper quad on my left leg. Now I've not been out to get rid of that tightness, and it still feels like it's pulling now, but it's not a sharp pain. It's not a sort of pain that you couldn't run on, but it's just really uncomfortable. So I'm doing a really basic, boring loop this morning to try and attempt 20 miles. Basically I'm running round a big circle near where I live. If I get any problems, I'm always within like 1.5 miles, 2 miles home, so I could always walk or limp home if needed. Just a quick shout out there for everyone's brilliant comments, and on the topic of spring and summer marathons. It's quite an interesting subject. There's a lot of different views and angles, and people live in different parts of the world that can affect your marathon training with the weather. So it's quite an interesting little comments coming up. I'm still 50-50 though, so I'll just have to just see what comes up. Sometimes it can be down to injuries and things. Obviously, if you get an injury for a spring marathon, you might want to do an autumn marathon, so sometimes it's not even in your control. Because obviously with marathons, it's not like your local 10k or 5k race that come up practically every week. With a marathon, it's just like everything, all your eggs in one basket for that period of time, so it's a little bit different. Anyway, on to the day. So I just crossed the dreaded South Circular. Got to have your wits about you crossing that. So yeah, so this morning it's like I desperately want to do 20 miles, but it's probably not going to happen. But I've got to give it a go, because if I do it, it's a bonus. If I don't, at least I've been out for whatever I managed to do, 10, 13 miles possibly. I'm on 3 miles now, so I'm already into the run. I'm heading down to Sutcliffe now, past the running track, and then I'm going to go. Anybody that lives local, South East London, you'll all know the A20. I'm going to run up the A20, obviously on the minor road side, not on the main motorway part, up to Swanley, and then swing a left. So that'll be the halfway point roughly. So I plan to take a gel there. I've got my gel with me, and I've got my mobile phone with me just in case. So let's just see how it goes. Almost at Sutcliffe. There's the Sutcliffe, the railway station we use, which is Kidbrooke. So anybody wants to go by train to Sutcliffe Part 1, that's the station you need, Kidbrooke, which is you get a train from Charing Cross or Waterloo East or London Bridge. If anybody doesn't live in the South East London area, that's how you would get there. And it's just literally like ½ mile down the road to the stop. Sutcliffe Park Club. Quite a few runners out this morning. It's as busy as I've seen this one for in a while. There's a couple of people I know doing it. I'll see if I can catch them as well. Right, mate. So I see how I catch my my mate who's doing it. I'm sure he is. There he is now. Come on, Martin. Get a move on. See you later. Have a good one. Oh, that was nice to see a few familiar faces when you're on your long run. Just takes the edge off it a little bit. Always difficult running solo on your long runs. But here we go. This is where it really, it's going to hurt now, I would say, because although I'm only on 5 miles, this road is so boring. It's just long and straight. So I'm going to try and break it up into 3. The first port of call will be the main set of lights, cross them lights, cross over, down to Sidcup, and then I've got to come off a little bit and then run up towards Swanley. That seems quite a lot to take in at this point, but I'll break it into 3 sections. Hopefully it won't feel so tough. So not one of the most classic places to be running, but it does what it does. It's a long road, hardly any junctions along this part, so it's quite good. You haven't got to worry about traffic. Right, a little gap in the traffic to cross over, because when you get beyond these lights there's no pavement on the left, so I'm going to keep to the right now to the next major junction. Next boring section, no turn-offs, no junctions for about, well, until I get to the roundabout. Right, over the A20, down this little ramp and up the other side, and then I'll start my run towards Swanley. Just quickly pause the watch. So this would be a turn-off point if I was really in trouble now. The quad feels exactly the same as it did when I left home. It hasn't got any better and it hasn't got any worse. But I will say one thing I've noticed, and I probably will go and see my chiropractic, maybe next week, because when I go uphill it completely disappears. As soon as I get on a down bit I can feel it. So obviously there's one muscle that's really tight. If I could just get to that muscle and release it up, I know I'll be fine. Mile 9 now, so I'm going to give it another mile, and I'll probably take a gel, or 2 miles and I'll take a gel. I only brought one with me this morning. I don't anticipate any major problems on this run. It's an ideal day, there's no wind, it's nice and cool. I bought my hat, it was a waste of time because I'm just too hot. I'm glad I didn't put any more layers on, because it was pretty frosty this morning, but it's alright now. So let's get on with it. I'll give you another update when I say I get to Swanley. I'm on mile 11. Out of the country a little bit now. So I'm over, technically speaking, I'm sort of halfway. But I'm going to get to the top of here. There's a petrol station with a bin up there. I can discard my gel wrapper, and then I'll be on my way again. So I'm on mile 12 now. I've just reached a turn-off point now, so I'm going to take a gel, have a little stretch, and then hopefully complete the rest of this run. My energy levels are really good actually. I don't even feel like I need a gel, but I'm just going to take it because I want to get my stomach sort of adjusted to it, even though it's a long way off yet. But I'll just make sure that the gel's definitely agree with my stomach, and I'm going to try and pick up the pace a little bit on this section as well, so that really sort of should shake up my stomach and just make sure that gel suits me. And I've took them before and they've been fine, so but just to double make sure that nothing's changed. Well, I made it to 17, so I'm pretty happy. Whatever happens now, even if I have to cut off, the quad still feels the same, so hopefully I can get to the end. So I'm on a right lumpy part now of the course. It's an up and down road. So anyway, it helps a bit because it sort of wakes the legs up a little bit instead of it being deadpan flat. So I'm going to work my way through this bit. I'll see you for the last couple of miles hopefully. We're at mile 20 now, so I'm coasting along nicely. I'm really pleased that the quad is actually feels a little bit better than I did when I started off. So got 2 miles to try and find, so I'm doing like a loop around my park, which is in there. So I'm going around the outside. I'm not going to go inside the park this morning because I just want to sort of maintain this equal pace. I'll see you in a second, hopefully the last mile. It's 22 miles. Wow, so that was one great run. It was always nice to bank that 22 miler. Wasn't really expecting to run 20 miles, let alone 22, but it all just fell into place. So over the moon with that, massive confidence booster. So I just had this right minute, I'm just on my recovery run. So it's a really slow jog around my park, just taking my time, keeping the heart rate as low as possible. So it's an active recovery. I won't go probably more than 5 miles. I could easily do 10. I feel my legs feel fine. I was really happy the way that one went yesterday. The fact that that muscle just seemed to get better and better as I got into the run. So this morning I got up, no reaction at all. So I'm really over the moon about that. That 22 miler, that long run is just, it's a big mental barrier to get to, because I think you know that you can definitely run a marathon distance then. So I put in a good 4 miles as well at pace. I think it was mile 12 and mile 14. I was about 7:10, 7:15 pace, and really pleasing was the last 2 miles. I really went for it, like it's sort of trying to hit that marathon pace, and it felt really good. I felt I was just coasting along, no troubles at all. So things are looking good. I'm going to get this recovery run finished, and I'll see you all next week for another video, give you an update what's going on. And thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Catch you all later.